Libra, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm back. I've missed you guys. So today we've got a weekly reading for you for the 25th of April to the 1st of May 2022. We've got a big end of the week with the solar eclipse, the new moon in Taurus. So chaotic energies, pamper yourself. Taurus is ruled by Venus, much like yourself, you're both ruled by Venus. So a bit of self-care, self-preservation, and you'll be fine. Could be changes in your second house of materials, the money that you earn, your values that could come under scrutiny, but positive changes, I feel. Okay, so we are going to do similar to what we used to do. We'll take an energy, something you're aware of, something you're not aware of, the recent past, the immediate future, stroke advice and potential outcome, and at the end of the reading we'll do there's an opportunity to get the extended reading where we'll dive in deeper. We'll do a 9-card spread and some oracles. And so you can watch this for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you're very familiar with your charts, do check out your current transits. So if you are a Libra Sun but you're actually transiting the 7th house, no, that's you, 8th house, check out Scorpio, or likewise if you're somebody else and your Sun is currently in the 7th house, this reading would be for you, Libra. Okay, cross watchers are welcome, as it could be for you. In your pre-shuffle, I will say thank you for the continued support, the likes, subscribes, and shares, all helps the channel grow, it's much appreciated. So yeah, in your pre-shuffle, a song came into my head. It's actually one of my favourite songs. Richard Ashcroft, Science of Silence. It's when he went solo after the Verve. And 3 things came to me with that song in regards to yourselves. First of all, one was like, it almost felt like a telepathic love letter between 2 people. But another aspect was, I almost feel like talking about your potential. There's a section of it talking about she's a well to be dug, she is a university, a cosmic library, just wait and see. And I kind of feel like that's talking about your potential in your spiritual aspects. When I heard the cosmic library, I immediately thought of the Akashics. I think there's more to you, Libra, and your skills are going to develop, but I almost feel like there's a safety net with you, because another line in it is that you need that security, but I kind of feel like the safety net could be keeping you stuck. So that was the second. What was the third thing that I got from it? That could come to me in a bit. Oh, literally the title, Science of Silence. I kind of feel like it's a nod to just maybe sit in silence. Libra, you are an air sign, communicator, you like to talk, but there's something neat of just sitting in silence and observing your thoughts. I kind of feel like this is a self-worth thing where you're listening to your ego too much. And I always say to people, if you take a step back and you listen to these thoughts, who's the one doing the thoughts really? Because you're the one listening. So it's not you, it's your ego that's telling you that you are not good enough or can't do something. So yeah, something to think about there. Right, enough of the babble, let's get on with it. So Libra, we're going to do 2 more. Temperance, okay. Balance, moderation. Everything in life in moderation, obviously. I kind of feel like this could be kicking habits as well. Temperance is here to give you that boost that you can do it. Could be a reconciliation for some with temperance here. It is a card of reconciliation. I always find it's a card of travel as well. Ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about the long distance travelling, seeing the world. Something you're aware of. I knew this was going to come out. I wish I'd have said it when I was talking about the need for security. We've got that 4 of Pentacles. It's the thing that's keeping you maybe too much in the 3D, in the material world. If you want to, Sagittarius is the 9th house, it rules spirituality. If you're wanting to sort of ascend in that way, there's a need to not cling to things. Something you're not aware of. Recent past. Immediate future advice. And the outcome. I really like this, although that's the current energy. We've got the 8 of Swords, bottom of the deck. Okay, with the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's that that need for security is keeping you trapped. Not that it's not important, but I almost want to say there's a whole world out there. And I feel like you're almost destined to learn, is probably the best way to say this. So we've got Temperance, which again is about sort of balance, it's moderation, it's keeping things in union. It's taking the best of both worlds, the best of the 3D material and the best of the 5D spirituality, the new earth as they call it. So what we're aware of is that 4 of Pentacles. This is that, in Richard Ashcroft's words, I need some security, can't you see? And we all do. We all need that security, or we need the need to feel safe. But there's an element of trust here. Trust that the universe will provide for you, because you've got to follow your soul's yearning. And I kind of feel like what this is about. Release the constraints of materialism to broaden your horizons, because what you're not aware of is the Fool. This is a brand new journey. I'm kind of seeing oh god, why can I not remember it? It's like one of the most common films that you watch as a kid growing up, and it has just gone out of my head, where she says, we can't go back to yesterday because we're not the same person. I cannot believe I cannot remember this. But this is it. You're not the same person as you were yesterday, Libra. Things that you used to enjoy or used to feel like was necessary, they're kind of slowly just filtering away. In the recent past is the 5 of Swords. For me, this is you. You're the butterfly that's in the jar here, and this is your ego. This is that, limiting belief, like talking to you. You're not good enough. You feel safe here. Your ego wants to keep you safe at all times. But the only thing that the ego knows is safety, is what it's known. It doesn't like change. Change is not good for the ego. It doesn't like it. And this is you keeping yourself trapped. You've got the swords there that can easily punch holes into this jar to give breathing space. Signs of silence. Give breathing space. Let the butterfly out and emerge. I'm also getting here that you're in the cocoon stage. And I kind of feel like this is learning. Because if we look at the sacred geometry of the cocoon stage, you've got the seed of life, the egg of life, and then the flower. And the flower is the cocoon stage. Moving past the flower is the fruit, and that's knowledge, spheres of knowledge. And that knowledge is ancestral, dimensional. It's everything, the Akashics. I think you're going to be able to tap into a wonderful journey in your spirituality, Libra. Your advice is the star. It's hope, it's faith. It's having faith in the universe. It's having faith that you've got this. You could well be a star seed, you know. I'm looking at Temperance. It's usually the angelic and the star being here. So you could very well be star seeds. Look up a star seed. Look it up on Google and see if it sounds familiar. Your outcome is the Ten of Swords, but this deck is unique because it has the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords twice. Traditional and an alternate view, and I like that because, especially in the swords, tens are all about learning the suit. You know, you come to a completion. Pentacles is like the completion of wisdom or materials. You know, they got cups is pure joy and happiness. Wands is how you deal with burdens and responsibilities. And the swords, obviously, it's just like in Ten of Swords traditional. It's like, you know, stab in the back. This is done. We're over. But this is knowledge. This is wisdom. This is conquering the intellectual side of the world. This is conquering communication, air. And like I say, you are an air sign. This is you just being you. But at the moment, we are the Eight of Swords, and we need to pull away from that. There is a message here because we've got, like, you know, 3 major arcana out of 6 cards here, so there's big changes coming up for you. There's definitely a yearning for freedom and travel here. For some of you, this could be diving into astrology, seeing, you know, linking, just diving into how, especially I'm getting Mercury, where you're going to see where your communication is best suited. Astro.com's brilliant, especially if you know your date of birth and your time of birth and your if you know your date of birth, if you know your time of birth and your place of birth. There's so much information in there, and especially with Mercury, where you're gonna look back on days where maybe you had an altercation with somebody, and you'll say, well, you know, Mercury was squaring Mars. It's like, well, arguments. There's a thing here of just diving into esoteric knowledge. Very strong Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy as well, but I'm more looking at the Aquarius energy as in the age of Aquarius. This is an awakening process now. It's begun, you know. People might not like it, you know, maybe want to stick in the 3D world that we've become used to, because we fear change. And there's definitely a fear here. The star in its negative can be a fear of abandonment, and maybe you feel that if you let go of this safety net, you're going to feel like you're on your own. Trust that you have the knowledge to reach heights that you never thought you could reach. Okay? I think there's a need to... Yeah, I'm looking at the, again, the Aquarius energy. I'm going to find where the moon is, because the moon in Aquarius in Moonology speaks of bringing love into the situation, you know, feeling your emotions type of thing. It seems to be a big thing. I think Virgo had it yesterday as well. There just seems to be a lack of an emotional presence at the moment. Everything's about ideas, action, or swords, mental energy, or material stuck. There seems to be just a lack of using your emotions. So I'm just going to see where the moon is. Yeah, the moon is the wedge between the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So there could be some sort of upset between, maybe in the past, because I'm looking here, of the 5 of Cups, where the 3 of Cups is spilled on the ground. So there could be somebody from your past, a friendship maybe, that didn't pan out, and perhaps, I won't say closed you off a little bit, but it's made you protect your heart It doesn't have to be friendship, this could be relationships. This could have been a friendship that turned into a relationship and then ended. This feels very, a lot of pain attached to it. So don't forget to feel your feels is the last message there. Okay, Libra, in the extended we're going to dive into the journey, where the Fool is taking you. We're going to do, like I say, 9-card tarot spread. We're going to look at mind, body, soul. We're going to look at your next steps, what potential's coming in that's good, what potential is coming in that we need to watch out for. And then we're going to do Starseed Oracle. I want to see where this Starseed is taking you. Okay, so yeah, we have Aquarius energy, very strong Aquarius energy. We've got Sagittarius energy. We've got Swords, we've got Pentacles. And that's it. So there's no Wands and no Cups today. Alright, if you can join me next time, fantastic. If not, Libra, look after yourself and I shall see you next week.